Basic Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truths are the truth of suffering, truth of cause, truth of extinguishment, and the truth of the path. The first of the Four Noble Truths is the truth of suffering. This means that all things in this world cause suffering if we do not listen to or if we forget the Buddhist teachings. In other words, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. To acknowledge the real condition of pain or suffering and see it through, without avoiding it or meeting it only halfway, is the truth of suffering. The truth of cause means that we must reflect on what causes and conditions have led us to suffer, and then we can deeply investigate them to understand them clearly. The investigation of the cause of suffering is shown in the doctrines of the reality of all existence, 10 suchnesses, and the 12-link chain of causation. The original cause of all suffering is ignorance, as seen in the 12-link chain of causation. The truth of extinguishment is a state of absolute quietude we experience when our human sufferings have been extinguished. This state is attained when we awaken to the three universal truths. All things are impermanent. All things are devoid of self. Nirvana is tranquility. These three truths, called the three seals of the Dharma, are so important that they form the three fundamental principles of Buddhism. When we recognize and let go of suffering caused by physical, mental, or emotional attachments, we are able to then recognize this physical world as the land of eternally tranquil light, referred to in the Sutra of the Meditation of the Bodhisattva Universal Wisdom as the land of the Buddha Vairocana. The truth of the path is that by practicing the teachings in our daily lives, we will realize these great truths. We follow the Bodhisattva way with our minds, words, and actions by practicing the Eightfold Path and the Six Perfections. The truth of the path shows the way to a dynamic state of harmony and balance, of absolute peace and quietude, which is attained by practicing these teachings. The Four Noble Truths teaches us to acknowledge and face the reality of human pain and suffering, or the truth of suffering. To grasp its real source, or the truth of cause. To know there is a way to extinguish suffering, the truth of extinguishment. To practice the Bodhisattva way daily to remove the suffering, or the truth of the path. Truth of suffering. The first step is to acknowledge the suffering, which can be birth, illness, aging, death, and also spiritual, physical, mental, economic, emotional hardships. Truth of cause. The second step is to investigate the specific and deep cause of suffering based on the principles of the 10 suchnesses, reality of existence, and the 12-link chain of causation, or dependent origination. Truth of extinguishment. The third step is knowing that there is a tranquil state without suffering. This is a state attained only by awakening to the three seals of the Dharma. Truth of the path. This is the method of practice for extinguishing suffering. The ordinary person cannot easily realize the truth found in the three seals of the Dharma. It is necessary for them to practice the Bodhisattva way with their mind, body, and actions, through the practice of the Eightfold Path and the Six Perfections. The Buddha said, "One thing only do I teach, suffering and the cessation of suffering." the Four Noble Truths.